Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I wanted to talk about Micron pens. And I have it super zoomed. We're going to see how well this works as I try and make sure I pick up everything off my notes that I want to say while I try and draw and keep track of this time here. So basically, Sakura Color Products Corp is a Japanese company which, it started in 1921, and its headquarters is in Osaka, Japan. And they produce stationery products and other art materials and all kinds of fun things. But today I just kind of wanted to talk about the Micron pen because I've been using this pen since the 1990s. So I've been using this pen for over 25 years, and I feel very attached to it. So this is Rose. Rose is pink. And the Sakura company started out, in the 20s, but it wasn't until 1982, and that's when they launched the Pigma marker fine lines. And in 1986, the North American division of the company, Sakura Color Products of America Inc. was formed. This is the red, and I want to tell you, this red is 18 years old, okay? Here is the cap. I don't ever hardly use red. The nib is absolutely bent and smashed on this one, you can see. But it's 18 years old and it still draws and it still writes. And for comparison, this Rose is 2 years old, so. And they look pretty similar. Now, that's sort of just a little history of myself and the company, but I have 11 of the 17 colors. So I showed you rose and red, and I have sepia, which is dark brown, and I have purple. I have orange, blue, black, yellow. This is hunter green, which skews very cool and blue, and the yellow sort of skews cool like a lemon yellow. This is fresh green, and then the rest I have are black. So, and I have one of the sets that's black. I can't even tell you how old that set is. The colors I don't own are regular brown, burgundy, royal blue, blue, light gray, and cool gray. I just don't have a need for all the different blues, except I like the dark shade of the blue black, but I own other pens that are different types of regular blues and royal blues. So that's the purple. I've never seen a need to purchase those. Now, these are all the metal nib. You can see the metal right here. They also have a plastic nib for folks that are just starting out or just interested in drawing, or maybe you're like heavy-handed and maybe this is a better way, because if you are heavy-handed, you run the risk of bending and destroying the nibs. So these are all 05s. I should mention that the largest color range of the 17 colors comes in 05. So if you prefer a different size than what they have, I'm going to link, this is the orange, I'm going to link Jet Pens. Does these kind of, what do they call them? They call them comprehensive guides. So they have a comprehensive guide to Sakura Pigma Micron pens, and it shows you what colors you can get in what size nib. And I'll put that in the description box. Here's the blue black. It's just a darker blue than most of the blue pens I own. So I really, really like that shade. Now, they have a graphic pen. Let's see. I have the graphic one. The graphic pen comes in 3 different sizes. with like a chisel nib as it turns into a 2 and 3. So if you are interested in like Gothic calligraphy or working with a chisel nib, that is also something that's available, but it's only in black. Here's their very cool yellow. Oh yeah, you can see that. Okay, I am in the complete darkness, so I can't see it at all. Okay, so kind of why do I like these pens so much? And this one may be dying a horrible death. I tend to really use my pens up. In fact, I'm going to link a sketchbook tour I did for the sketchbook library of, it's in New York, and I did the entire sketchbook with one sepia Micron pen. This is the green. Can you see how bluish green that green is? You see why I love the Hunter and the blue black though. Aren't those really pretty? Here's fresh green for reference in case you're like, what is she talking about? This is fresh green. It's supposed to be a daisy. Yeah, that's fresh green. What a hot mess. So if you're starting out with these, you should know that the smaller the size, the smaller the nib. So this is an 08. So it's going to have a bigger nib than, say, an 05. Versus here is an 02. Do you see how that gets smaller? So 08, 05, 02. They just get smaller and smaller. And I need to put the right caps on the right ones or I'm going to have a huge surprise later. Do you ever just do that to yourself? Oh, I do sometimes. Always an adventure. They also offer a brush pen. And mine is really, really old. So bear with me on the struggles of trying to create with it because I'm pretty sure this is at least 20 years old. The smallest nib they offer is the 005 and mine is completely smashed. I share things with my kids, but if you are into very fine detailing and tiny lines and working really, really small, this can be a huge time saver depending on what you're creating. So you don't have to do the lightest touch, you just buy a smaller nibbed pen. Now these are disposable. They're a disposable pen. They're not refillable. So that would be kind of one of the caveats to this. But I would say this is a great learning pen. So before you go out, this is an 08, and you invest a ton of money in like a Repeatograph or something you can refill, try this first. Because the ink is archival, it's acid-free, it's not water soluble, so I can draw an illustration and I can watercolor over it. There's no bleeding or feathering. You know, it's acid-free. So they're great for commissions and art with an asterisk. So these are touted as fade-proof and yeah, they don't fade, but I would say, I know for a fact that the red does fade a little bit. Run your own independent light fast testing when you plan to use these. That's always just a smart idea if you plan to do tons and tons of commissions and stuff for different people with your art pieces. If you plan on giving out original art gifts and you don't know where they're hanging it or what's going on. Otherwise, you know, some of these colors might just be great for print reproduction products. I'm giving everything leaves now. Yeah, it's just a great pen to learn on because for like $2.50 in the United States at Jet Pens, you can buy one and you can try illustration. And it's just a great technical pen. Like I said, I did a whole sketchbook just with one to sort of show folks that you don't need a ton of money to create something beautiful. Now, I don't have the sketchbook on me because it's sitting in a library in New York, but I will link that sketchbook tour. I just really, really love these pens. I think these are great. Just under $5, pick up a couple, try drawing with them, watercoloring over them, combining them with mixed media. Maybe you're into scrapbooking or documenting family photos or something and you need a really, really good pen. You just need a good pen for creating products or labeling photographs or just keeping track of something. Now, I know these pens for a fact in Japan are blue, so don't be alarmed if you go to Japan. The pen body is blue. For their 50th anniversary, the pen body went black, which was really cool. And that was like last year or the year prior. But yeah, this is what they look like. They're fantastic. I hope this video helps. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.